I'm Danielle, this is my husband Andy, and we're estate attorneys.
We help people with their wills, trusts, and estates.
Joining us this morning are two experts who wrote the book Trial and Heirs.
Please welcome Danielle and Andrew Mayoras.
Forbes husband and wife writing team Danielle and Andy Mayoras.
Thanks for being here once again this morning.
Thanks for having us, Cam. Andy and I work with all different types of families, from those who say, where can I land my helicopter, to the others who say, where's the closest bus stop?
There's all this talk about challenging the will, is the will valid or not, but really it's the trust that says who gets what and when and how they get it.
Trustees will control the children's money until they're age 40. So we're looking at a very long-term issue going on with the Jackson family being able to get along with the trustees.
A typical life insurance policy will have an exclusion for suicide if the suicide happens usually in the first 2 years after the policy is issued. So depending when any life insurance was purchased is going to be critical.
Williams and T.I. actually file a preemptive suit arguing that Marvin Gaye's estate is trying to take ownership over an entire genre as opposed to just a specific work. Where do you set the boundary between being influenced by someone's work and copying that work? There was a no contest clause in John Lennon's will. That meant if anyone tried to go against his wishes, they would be disinherited and wouldn't get anything. The Rastafarian faith prevented Marley from recognizing his own mortality. So, of course, that means he could not do a will.
But the question really is, was that for the sake of money or for the sake of Marley's message? You know, in Whitney Houston's prime, she was worth as much as $150 million reportedly, bringing in $30 million a year, and now she's having to beg and borrow for a few bucks just to have food to eat and to live.
It is surprising. You wonder, was it her lavish lifestyle? Was it her spending? Was it drugs and alcohol? It would be a lot to go through $150 million in a lifetime. It's very interesting that Elvis chose his father to manage all of his money. This was an unsophisticated individual. On the other hand, he trusted his dad. And in the entertainment business, trust is a huge item that you just can't pay someone for.
The big problem with James Gandolfini is he did the will, he did the Band-Aid, he didn't go back and finish the job.
With $1 billion estate, you would absolutely get a prenup before you marry a 26-year-old stripper.
It really would have protected everybody, but you can only imagine the conversations that were going on in the bedroom and how Anna Nicole Smith probably wanted nothing to do with the word prenup at the time.
My background's as an estate planner, so I like to avoid the drama altogether. Don't feel like you're in this alone. I can take their hand and walk them through sometimes a really complicated process, but it doesn't have to be complicated.
I like to look at it as the litigator because I'm in the courtroom representing families fighting, so when I look at these cases, I like to break down the action of what's going on with the cases.
As most spouses are, we're brutally honest with each other and we have very distinct opinions, so sometimes it makes it interesting when we're writing an article or when we're discussing a certain case. We definitely differ sometimes. And
I'm always right, though, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely not.